Hello, and welcome to episode 33 of Things I've Learned from Barry Harris. And I thought we'd continue with the theme about Charlie Parker. So here's another Charlie Parker idea that, again, we won't just learn Bird's phrase, but we'll try to learn the phrase, dissect it, see what he's doing on the scale, and see if we can do it on the whole scale. So this particular one comes from this recording called Bird at the Apartment. And it's on Star Eyes, and he does it kind of when it goes to D flat major. And I think it's like, if I did it slow, it would be. So there's a lot of things in there. So the first thing I notice about it, if we were going to take a look at it, and maybe we'll do it, we just did our last episode in G, we'll also think D7, but we'll think G major. We'll look at it in G instead. And we'll say, okay, well, he does a few interesting things. One of them, if we start, we'll say, so we did a third. But the way he did a third is he starts on the note, but on an upbeat. Not on the beat, but on the and. Comes down a half step below it and then goes back to it. Then does, before he does the third, you can either think a scale note or a half step. I like to think a half step because I think a half step is going to sound better later on. But so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 2. So that's the run. 2. Now what he does after that is he comes down a 5-note chord. So we did the chords before. If you're not familiar with the chords, we've done episodes on how to play a chord up. And this is a 5-note chord. And basically what it means is that's the first note. You're going to skip the next note. That's the second note of the chord. Skip the next note. That's the third note. So there's a triad, basically. And then you skip the next note. There's the fourth note of the chord. Skip another one. And there's the fifth note of the chord. So it's going to be this. So you're always skipping a scale note. Play a note, skip 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 a scale note. Play a note. So it would be. So that's the first part of this phrase. So if we take that, let's take just these first. And we should do them, that was from the 6th to the tonic. So now we should do 5th to the major 7. Let's do the same thing from the 4th to the 6th. 3rd to the 5th. 2nd to the 4th. Tonic to the 3rd. 7 to the 6th. 7 to the 2nd. 6 to the tonic. 5th to the major 7. And then 4th to the 6th. Oh, sorry. That's the one funny one. But you could have played the scale note. But I still kind of like the half step. Next one. And then. So now, after doing that, we have to put that 5-note chord after it. So which would be this. So that's the 5-note chord. Now we should try it again from the 5th. Which is a pretty phrase too. Now we should try it from the 4th. Also pretty. From the 3rd. From the the second, oh, sorry, from the tonic, 7, 6, and then back. So you see all those? And then, but see, you come up with little things to play after it. Or even here. And then maybe. Or. But see, this is how you start to develop these into something. So again, it's taking a Charlie Parker phrase and being able to do it on every degree of the scale. And saying, oh, okay, that's what he did. Okay, so now I have to be able to do that. The other thing he did with the phrase, if I could just point it out really fast, is he says, now I think this is right, but he says, so this is just coming up a chord. And then after you come up a chord, this would be F major. So it was coming up a chord from the third and then coming down a scale tone. But it's just the way he did it. Double it up, bubble it up. So if we were going to think in G, we have to be able to do that in G. From the 5th, 6th, 7th, and then the tonic again. See? They come out so great. This one. 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, tonic. It's really beautiful. Bubble it up. Let's see. How could we play a nice phrase with that? Let's see. That's a nice phrase. Or if we just did like, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Well, that's nice too. I came down another chord. But do you see how many different ways you can look at it? You can go crazy just looking at it. Just a different way to play, and rhythmically hip. That's the other thing about Charlie Parker that is probably the most, well, one of the hippest things about him is his rhythm is so great, so beautiful. Again, only things that I learned from Barry's class. I probably could have learned them on my own. I've seen millions of videos and a lot of different professors talk about it, but I've never seen anybody break it down the way that Barry breaks it down, which is, okay, let's take a thing, let's see exactly what he's doing on the scale, and let's try it on every degree of the scale. And to me, that's really trying to understand Charlie Parker. Again, I keep calling these bird phrases. I have no idea where he got them from. Maybe somebody else, he heard somebody else and he embellished on them. Maybe he got them from a classical book. I have no idea, but for me, these are phrases that I give him credit for because I heard him play it. So maybe people might know that there's other places where he got it from. You could leave a comment down below and let me know. But anyway, these are just more little things to practice within a scale that I learned from Charlie Parker, but I learned him from Charlie Parker because Barry really showed me what Charlie Parker was doing. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and enjoy these bird episodes. I'm having a lot of fun with them. I think I'm going to make a few more too, because there's a lot of, obviously we could make them forever, because he's the amount of phrases that he played, beautiful phrases, are endless. I can make one from now till the end of time. So anyway, enjoy practicing. Thanks till next time.